accounting. Okay, then controlling, cost element accounting, master data, then cost element. Okay, now individual processing. Now what I am trying to do here is the, okay, I'm creating the secondary cost element. Okay, now create secondary cost element. Okay, how the let me select the controlling area. What is the controlling area we have created? Triple one we have created, then we enter. Okay, cost element, let me give the, let me give this one, then the validity period, then assessment. Okay, then I'll this one assessment cost element category. Okay, now we must have to choose the appropriate cost element category, then only it will work. Okay, what is the cost element category for this case? For the assessment, right, what we are following, so select the assessment. Okay, 42, the category would be a 42, then just save it. Okay, what we have done, we have created a secondary cost element. Remember, did you observe one thing here? Then while creation of the secondary cost elements, we do not require any GL account. Okay, so the GL account should be required only for when we are creating the primary cost element. Remember, for secondary cost elements are only for within controlling module, and those can be used only within the controlling module. There is no relationship to the FI to CO. Once again, I am repeating. Okay, then you just refer the previous sessions for more clarification. Then then define the number ranges A, NK, then CO number ranges, controlling area. Click on the, sorry, click on the maintain groups button. Then RK, what I have explained here for the assessment cycle. Okay, for the assessment cycle, the CO number ranges for this business transaction is a RKIU. Remember, you can see here the RKIU, what I have explained yesterday. So now I am going to maintain number ranges RKIU, RKIU, select this one. Okay, then double click this one, select this one, then click on this one. Now RKIU, now you can see here, now it is there in RKIU. Okay, then save it, then save it, RKIU. Then now let me create the assessment cycle. Cost center accounting, period and closing to the current settings. Now define periodic reposting, define distribution, define assessment, define indirect activity allocation. Which one you are following? For each and everything SAP has given, you need to create you need to use according to your requirement. Okay, so then let me assessment, what we are creating assessment cycle. Let me select this one, assessment cycle. Okay, this assessment cycle, let me give A001 for identification, whatever you want, you can give it. Okay, the start date 01/04/2022. Let me give the, okay, the date. Then let me enter. Then assessment cycle. Okay, then assessment it's already selected. Iterative checkbox already selected. Then Let me save this one. Okay, so why I have selected here, you can see indicators. There are two indicators are, one is a iterative, another one is a cumulative. What will happen if I will select iterative? What will happen if I select, okay, cumulative? What will happen? We need to understand even this one also clearly. Okay, now if I select the iterative checkbox, what will happen? Now I have the different expenses like salaries. Okay, so then salaries will be there. Now I have the some wages are there. Okay, different type of expenses are there. Okay, what I need to do? Okay, then the allocation, during the allocation, if I want to transfer some portion of the amount, okay, then the portion of the amount, what will happen? The system will makes, I mean, summarization, then it will distribute from there. Okay, then if you select this iterative option, even if you go by the percentage or amount wise also, you can do it. Then just for your information only, then let me click on the attach segment option. Okay, then let me enter here is the segment one. Let me enter here is the salaries allocation. I'll put it first one is the salaries allocation. Then now come to the assessment cost element. What we have created is the secondary cost element. It is displaying here. Then sender rule. Okay, remember what is the sender rule here? Okay, post amounts. Okay, fixed amounts or fixed rate. That is what I have explained. Okay, posted amounts. Then share, it's 100%. Okay, now I have 1 lakh rupees. From that 1 lakh rupees which I want to transfer to other departments, that from that 1 lakh rupees is 100%. From that I want to transfer whatever the percentages which I am going to specify according to my requirement. Then select the actual values. Then receiver rule, come to the, okay, this is the sender rule. Remember, here is the sender values, this is the receiver's value. In between sender and receiver, we have defined a secondary cost element. What will happen now? From finance, let us assume from finance department, from finance cost centers or whatever it may be, then the values first it will accumulate and it will go and sit into this cost element, secondary cost elements. From here again it will get transferred to the receiver. So that is the reason yesterday I was telling that you cannot track the original cost element from where the values has been arrived. Okay, because the values directly which are not sender and receiver relationship here. Then what is going to happen here? Then in between the sender and receiver, there is a one more cost element, there is a third action which we need to perform. So that is the reason the receiver don't know from where the values are arrived. Then select, then this one receiver rule, select the variable portion. Okay, variable portions only. Type select variable portion type actual statistical key figures. Okay, let me give that, because yesterday we have discussed even statistical key figures, right? Based on the statistical key figures, based on it, then system need to do the allocation. Then come to the sender and receiver tab. Then sender cost center. Okay, then is the sender cost center here, admin cost center. Remember, just sender cost center is the one, administration admin cost center. Okay, then cost element. Okay, cost element, what is the cost element which we are using is a salaries cost element. Then under receiver cost center group, under receiver cost center, here is a cost center, or you just mention the group. Okay, There are two groups which we have defined. Okay, administration group. I am selecting here. S- Receiver tracing factor here. You can see here. Then here in this receiving factor, now tracing factor, then statistical key figures. Okay, statistical key figures is a employees, right? What controlling area 111. Okay, now for 111, this is our controlling area. This is the statistical key figures what we have defined yesterday. Then then receivers weight factor. Okay, now now you can see here why here administration finance department both are showing here. Okay, now here what we have done here, now under administration department there are two things are there. Okay, one is a administration again, because it is there in administration only, then I will do the changes this one. Okay, so administration finance fine. Okay, so from where the values are arriving, then let me check what is this one, admin cost center, right? Okay, I will do the changes again from admin to admin we are transferring. I will, because we want, then let me go here controlling, because under that cost element group, under the cost center group, master data cost center group. Okay, change it here, cost center group. Okay, under administration there are two, administration and finance I have assigned already. Okay, let me remove this one. Edit cost center, insert cost center variable, that change position of cursor. Okay, during for the column for the functional and variables. Yes, here only. Then let me go. Okay, let me do one thing. Cost center. Let me try to insert the cost center, marketing cost center first of all. Getting cost center here. And set to the cost center. Cost center. Set to the cost center same level. Cost center. Then let me go to the remove. Okay, got it. Now it's a remove because I was expected that one. Okay, now what is happening? Okay, under this group, the sender here, why I have changed it here, the sender is the administration cost center, the receivers are the finance and marketing department. Okay, so then I just have done the changes. Now let me come back here so that it will get changed automatically, this finance and marketing. Okay, I mean admin will go off, then only it will be there. Then okay, fine. Now let me save this one. First of all, statistical key figures we have given. Now let me give one more example. Now here, if you want to, for here salaries allocation, for rent allocation, what you can do, if you want, you can create a segment 2 and give the rent allocation. Okay, we'll see that one also. Rent allocation, okay. Then come to the header, okay. Then the cost element is the same, okay. Rent cost element is the same, then posted amount, then 100%, select the relative value, actual value, okay. Don't select planned values. So then receiver rules. So here the receiver rules, instead of variable, I will put it, the amount is a fixed, okay. I don't want to the distribute as a variable. Then sender and receiver, okay. Then who is the receiver? Then rent, okay. You need to change here is the rent. Rent is the cost element, remember. Then this admin group, this group is the cost center group, is the let it be. Then sender values, then this is fine. Sender and receiving factor. Now you can see admin and finance, okay. Okay, still it is there, okay. It will get changed, you don't worry about that one, okay. Then what is the percentage which is going to receive, okay. Now let me, okay, amount, okay, fixed amount, right? I am just mentioning the amount here, okay. Then 70,000, okay. Let me post the 1 lakh rupees, sorry, 30,000. So from 1 lakh rupees, which we want to distribute, is a one, I mean, see, now total amount is a 1 lakh rupees. From this 1 lakh rupees, it should goes to the, okay, 30,000 to the 30,000 to the my marketing, I mean, finance department, 70,000 to the my marketing department. It will go. If it is not go, let's see. Because of changes only in between, we have done changes. So that is the reason it is not appearing properly. Then let's see. Okay, then what I can do, let me post to the F dash. Okay, yesterday I have already posted the salaries. Okay, slash and KSB1. Let me display the report here. Okay, so the administration department, admin department, this one. Okay, the 5 lakhs, which is already, it is there. Salaries, 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs, which is already there. Salaries, rent, we have already posted. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me post to the administration department, admin, from admin only, right? Then what I will do, let me post to the documents. If dash 02 salaries, cost center, admin, okay. Salaries posting, what expenses account is debit, then my bank account will get credit here. Plus value date, date here. Let's post this one. Okay, I have posted salaries is a 5 lakhs rupees. Then let me post the rent also. It is the GL rent, cost center, cost center, and post. Then my bank account will get credit. simulate, then post it. Now let me display the values. Here, finance department. Okay. One moment. Enter group I have given. Sorry. Because yesterday I have already posted the values. Then admin department. Okay, now the values will appear. Because yesterday I remember I twice I have posted. Now you can see today I have posted. Okay, then 1 lakh rupees I have posted. Now total 11 lakhs rupees. Now again system will do the allocation from this portion of the amount. Okay, let's see that one. Then KSB1. Okay, these are all the reports. Then let me execute the cycle. Then execution of the assessment cycle. Then /n SU5. Then period. What is the period? We are in 11th period. Okay, remember we are in the 11th period. Then give the financial year is a 2022. Then then cycle. Let me select a first cycle here. Then first let us see the results in the test run mode. Okay, whether the system is executing the results or not. Test run mode only. First execute the results in test run. Then the number of receivers, what we can see here. Double click here. Now we can see here, one is a finance, one is administration, because even earlier one it's not working, even though because the old values only it is system is taking finance department, administration department. But what about the others one? Segment number one, segment number two, segment number two. But why the segment? Why the segment one it is not working? Only it is working for the segment. Let me come back this one. Then first segment, let me see, only I could see the first segment only, fixed amount. Second segment did not save. First of all, the segment number two only it is saved. Why it is not saved? First segment only I can see the rent allocation. But okay, let me click on the segment number one. Let me put it like this. Then salaries, then variable actual costs, and now actual statistical key figures, sender and receiver. Let me give the, okay, here is the salaries, admin department. Then here is the salaries. Then here is the group is the cost center group is the admin. Then sender value 100%, statistical key figures, employees, then receiving factor, finance and marketing. Finance and marketing. Let me put it, this one is the finance will get 40%. Now it's this one is the 60%, 30%. Then from this 100%, 40% to the finance, 30% to the marketing, rest 30% should we want to be there into the administration cost center. Now let us see, because it did not save. First of all, the cycle, the values what we have entered, it was not. Let me execute now. Something it is deriving. Let's see. Now you can see. Now system has derived. Okay, but at the same time, there are errors also. Number of receivers 3. What is the messages? Okay, now messages. Now you can see the clear information. Okay, how much amount which we are transferring from in between the departments. Now if I go here, you can see here segment number 1, segment number 2, okay, segment 2, segment 2, segment number 1, segment, I mean multiple times the same session, because we have posted that information twice, so that is the reason again this is showing here. Okay, and also as I have explained here, then the from the total portion of the amount, okay, from the salaries, okay, rent, you can see here the 1 lakh rupees it is there, but now for rent it's a 72,000. Okay, one is a debiting, one is a crediting. Now you can understand. Okay, finance administration department is crediting, remember, then finance department is okay, debiting here, then again marketing department is debiting, then admin department is crediting here. Okay, then here also the portion what we have mentioned here, segment number 2 is the admin department and finance department fixed amounts. Let me go to here, segment number 2. Segment number 1, 40, 30. Change here that amount. This one in this way. Let me try. Okay, because anyhow it is working, the maybe we need to understand the how the portions, how the system is distributed. Okay, I just change this one. Now let me execute. Okay, how the system is behaving. Okay, segment number 1, this is changing here. Okay, for this one, segment number 2. Okay, segment number 2. One moment. Finance department, salaries allocation. Okay, segment number. Actually, segment. Let's see this one. First segment. So the first segment is the 100%. Then a receiver is okay, 70,000, 30,000. Admin department. Okay, because why system is showing here? Okay, I have just mentioned from this 1 lakh rupees is the okay, because again what you can see here, only because before changing the cost center group, okay, before changes the cost center group, only the system is showing here is the finance department, because again the 70,000 again it is going back and sitting into the admin department, so that is the reason that entry which is not showing here. Okay, so only the 30,000 it is showing. Okay, we need to just understand this one. Okay, that's it. But because that is the reason I have changed that one, the cost center group assignment of the cost centers, even though still it is showing that one. Okay, now what we can do, we can just if we want, we can create the new one, then we can move forward. That's it. But the results perspective, then it's a 100% perfect what it is working. Then let me go back. Okay, then let me execute the one. Then remove the test run option. Okay, then what you can do, you just remove the checkbox, because if you want to see the test results, you can see. Okay, once if you want to execute in pro, if you want to post the entries, then execute this one. Now system is posting. Now let us see the, now the entries. Okay, now the entries has been posted. Now let me go back and display this one. Let me go back and display this one. Earlier the value, how much value was there? Okay, around 11 lakh something was there. Now you can see here assessment cost element. Now the values which we have transferred, whatever the values which we have transferred based on the portions. Okay, now if you want, you can, what we can do, remove this administration cost center, give the cost center group, give the cost center group the administration group, then execute and see the results here. Now whatever the amount which we have received based on the assessment cost element, now you can see 30,000, 6,66,666.7, because the reason being that we have posted multiple times the salaries related. So that is the reason system is showing this one, because under this under this cost center group, we have the two cost centers. One is a finance cost center, another one is a marketing cost center. Now the assessment, you can see assessment in between. Now you can see the cost element, secondary cost element, where you can see here in between. This is the secondary cost element which is there, what we can see here. Okay, then so this is what we have seen the assessment cycle. The similar way you need to create the distribution and other cycle. Okay, periodic reposting, but that will be given by your organization. Okay, that will be given by your organization, which cycle need to follow. Okay, up to now, if anyone is having any further queries, so please let me know here.